Ashay family, this is Edmond Rose, always trying to bring you guys the truth, man. Hey, man, I just wanted to share some information with you guys. One of the things that I've been studying is just all the inventions that we've are now starting to see Black people get credit for. Um, but when you see certain things, you have to ask yourself questions. Well, at least I do, and this is where I'm able to connect the dots. Um, so today the gentleman that I wanted to talk to you guys about is Edmond Berger, and I do believe it's Berger or Berger, 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 Mr. Edmond Berger. Now, what drew me to him is what he invented. He invented the spark plug. But when I pulled up this stuff, and and you guys have seen me share the information. There's usually a long list of all the Black inventions and stuff like that. So I'm just going through, just reading it, reading. And then, for like I said, sometimes these things are not explainable. When I saw his name and I saw he invented the spark plug, it just stopped. I mean, literally, I just stopped. I'm like, spark plug, spark plug. So you give this man credit for inventing the spark plug. How in the hell do you invent a spark plug? It just kept weighing on me, kept weighing on me, kept weighing on me. So, um, I hope I got the man's name. Like I said, it wasn't about Carl Benz. Is the is giving credit. Like most majority of people, you ask who invented the car. Majority of people, when you ask who invented the car, 9 out of 10 they'll say Ford. He didn't invent the car. I think it's Carl Benz invented the vehicle. So I was trying to see if this brother worked for him. I was trying to find out who Carl Benz slaves were, um, even partners. Because as you guys have even found out now, what's the liquor brand. Now that you guys are are doing a little research, you see that a Black man made the whiskey. He's even in on the picture on the label and some of the history stuff. He's the only Black man in there. Now it's coming out that there's the liquor is his recipe. So Mr. Edmund Berger invented a spark plug. Now, once again, how in the hell do you invent a spark plug without extensive knowledge of what you're putting the spark plug into? The like I said, my mind, and maybe it's too deep. I'm overthinking it, as my wife likes to say. But how in the hell do you invent um, a crucial part to start an engine without knowing the function of what you're putting the spark plug to? So, like I said, man, we've been taught so many things wrong and incorrect, and it's everybody else's narrative. It's not our narrative. Um, I want to say that this man invented the engine. I want to say that this man was an extensive part of building the car. Because how in the hell can you just think of a vehicle, family? Just think of a vehicle. Just think of a car. We look at cars. Most of us don't think of the mechanics of a car, but we look at a car. We see the obvious. We see the tires. We see the frame. We see. You open the door. You see the handles. You see the steering wheel. You see things like that. But the mechanics of it, when you open the hood, I could take one spark plug out, and that car will not. Some of them won't start. Some of them won't run well. How do you invent the spark plug without having extensive knowledge of the engine? It's impossible. That's impossible. I understand they give this brother credit for inventing the spark plug, but it's impossible. It is impossible for you to invent the spark plug without having knowledge of the engine, without having a concept of what this part is meant to meant to be used for. So, just like during this country's institution of chain slavery, any idea that a black man came up with became his owner's idea. They flat out took it, they flat out patented it, they flat out did everything to it. That's why I show you guys the inventions. It's just it's just like the stop sign. It's just like the windshield wiper blade, but this one, the windshield wipers, this one just hit me a little bit harder because it's like this is an intricate part of the engine. How in the hell do you that's just like me being a farm boy living way out in the country. And then I say, man, I'm gonna invent something. I'm gonna invent this little spark plug. Where'd it go to? I don't know. I just invented it. But what did it do? I don't know. I just invented the spark plug. It's just like the gentleman that, you know, uh, is it Benjamin Franklin? Who's Alexander Graham Bell is credited for inventing the light bulb. Well, the inner part of the light bulb, right? A black man invented that. So that's the working mechanism of the light bulb. So this black man had to know what this piece was for, what this piece was. I think it's called a ferment, or some bullshit like that. But this black man had to know everything about the light bulb, what it was supposed to do, how it was supposed to heat up, what was it supposed to, how it could, it had to know extensive information and knowledge about the actual bulb and what its purpose was, and to invent this one little piece that is the major part of the product. So I don't think Alexander Graham Bell should get get the credit for inventing the light bulb. I'm sorry. You're the patent holder. You're not the inventor. And the little things like this that lets you know that a lot of our history has been stolen and taken away from us because these people are giving them small things like here. I'll say that you invented. I know you invented the car for us while we sitting in the house drinking and smoking. You out here putting in all the work and doing all the design, and you actually did this. I'm going to say that this is my invention, but you created the spark plug. Hey man, I know this your family recipe for this whiskey, but I'm gonna put you on the picture. Now the information is getting out. Now you're starting to see the truth, you know. But like I said, man, these things come to me, and I just want to share it. I just want you guys to get your mind to thinking. There's a lot of our black inventors that are getting credit for small shit that you could not invent this without inventing the other parts of it. Talk to me, family. He could not have invented the spark plug without inventing the engine. It's impossible. You could not you cannot invent the inner workings of the light bulb without inventing the light bulb itself. Come on, family. Come on, family. Come on, family. Come on, family. All right, man. I know this was just to make you think, man, but we gotta once again, man, black unity. All our African people need to start coming together and moving. We need to move differently, family. All right? Hotel.